Greetings, guitar engineers. I'm Desi Cerna, and in this video I want to show you how to play the opening guitar part to the song Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes by Paul Simon. This is a really cool major scale guitar part. It's got this great South African flavor to it. You've got some major scale pattern. There's some caged shape in there. You've got some hammer-ons and some double stops, and it's just a really cool part to play. You can learn it by using the tab that I provided there. But let me walk you through this and kind of explain what's happening and how you can break this down and learn it. So to begin with, I am in the key of F major. So think about an F major scale here in the 10th position. I'm also thinking about an F chord in G form. If you're familiar with the cage system as I teach it, you're going to use a portion of that right there. All right, so that gets you in key and in position. And let's take a look at this first measure here. You actually come in on beat 2 like this. 1, 2. So you're playing a portion of an F chord here. You're going to rake into it. You get the high F on top. Then you're kind of descending the F major scale here. You could pick those notes, or I actually kind of pull them off there. Whoops. Now the rhythm here is pretty tricky. It's kind of syncopated, and I think the best way for you to get used to it is I'm just going to repeat it, and you just try to repeat after me. So let me take this measure and do that right now. So I'm going to give you a measure of 4 count, and then I'll come in on beat 2 of the next measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm going to repeat it. I missed a couple of notes there. I noticed when I watched some live versions of the song that the guitar player missed some notes here and there. Anyway, that's the basic idea of measure 1. So I'm using my forefinger and my ring finger here. Maybe you're more comfortable using your your second and third fingers. I don't know, that's a little more awkward for me, I guess. Notice that you're going down part of the major scale. But then you have like an arpeggio in G form here. So think about an F major arpeggio in G form, like I teach in fretboard theory or guitar theory for dummies in the chapters that cover the caged chord system. On to the second measure. So you've got a hammer-on here on the 3rd string. You're playing a double stop with your index finger, playing strings 4 and 3, then you're hammering on the 3rd string. Kind of R&B Hendrix style. Some more of the major scale action. You might think about the major pentatonic. Kind of in that position here, but you've got major scale as well. And then some more major scale notes there. So, and that hammer-on comes right on the beat. And if I put this together with the previous measure, it's 1, 2. So in order to learn this, you just want to kind of take it measure by measure. Practice it, memorize it, and slowly put it together. As you add more, go back to the beginning and review what you have. Moving on to measure 3. So you're playing the root F here on the 6th string. Then you're playing part of this F chord. You're going to add a 2nd and a 4th like this. So when you add those fingers, you make an F, sus2, sus4. You don't have a 3rd in there. You've replaced it with a 2, with a 4 and a 2. Interesting sounding chord here. I don't really think about this as a chord change. I just think about this as kind of being like an embellishment on that chord, the F chord. So from the beginning of that measure, it's followed with a little, I kind of think of that as part of the arpeggio. You might think of that as part of the pentatonic pattern. And if I go back to the beginning, 1, 2. I'll do that one more time. Let me give you a 4 count and then we'll come in on beat 2, the next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, so review and rehearse that as much as you need until you've got it memorized and you're somewhat comfortable with it. If we take a look at the next measure here, you're actually just going to repeat parts that you have already learned. So the next measure is, all right, so that's similar to what you already did. And then you come back to F here, and this is a little bit different here in this measure. There's just an extra strum. So this is based on what I heard in the recording. So initially when I played this measure, I went, but here I'm going to put in an extra strum here. So it's, so that measure is, whoops. Then you could just repeat. There can be some variation here. You don't have to strum exactly like I have it tabbed. There's likely going to be variation in the song. I tabbed it and I'm playing it like I've heard it initially in the song, so that would be a good place to start. Okay, let's do the whole thing now from the top with a 4 count in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, let's talk about the chord changes here. You're in the key of F. This is based on a common 1-4-5 chord progression. Those chords would be F, B flat, and C. So I wrote those over the measures so you can see like what's happening in the music. If you wanted to strum basic chords to this, you would do it like this. I recorded myself playing the lead line with my looper pedal. I'm going to play that back now, and then I'll play the chords along with it so you see how things go together. To get my sound for this song, I'm using my Bluesman Vintage Guitars Sedan. It's a Stratocaster style guitar. I'm using the neck and middle pickups together here. That's position 4 on the switch. I got my volume and tone all the way up. I'm using the Kemper profiling amplifier. I'm using a clean profile of a vintage Marshall Plexi amplifier. And then I've just added a little bit of reverb, and I've added some chorus as well. All right, well, that's how you play the guitar part to Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes by Paul Simon. If you found this video helpful, click like and leave me some positive feedback. If you have any questions, post in the comments below and I'll reply. Perhaps this lesson is just the sort of thing you need to be working on right now, or maybe your guitar playing needs help in other ways. If you need help determining what you should specifically be working on right now in order to improve your guitar playing, go to my website, guitarmusictheory.com. Answer the question I ask about your playing, and I'll send you free custom video instruction that is calibrated to your current level. Whether you're a beginner still needing to learn the basics, or you need help with playing bar chords, guitar soloing, or finger picking, or you want to delve deeply into music theory, I have a free course for you. I can put you on a plan to fill gaps in your playing, fill gaps in your knowledge, so you can improve your guitar playing, have more fun on guitar, and reach your music goals. Enroll in your free video course now at guitarmusictheory.com. You can click on the link in the video description. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Desi Cerna. Before you go, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Then keep playing and stay tuned for more.